Amathon nenen. Amathon nachai. Ahanoston net. The power of the enemy is growing. Sauron will use his puppet Saruman to destroy the people of Rohan.
But to Helm's Deep! Leave none alive!
Isengard has been unleashed.
To my coming at first light on the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east. For a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he needs to.
I'm gonna try and make this one in a reset. We'll see how I feel.
Take a few of these, if you don't mind. Attack with speed, Gandalf! He shoves off their blows! For all free people! The new Gandalf has quite a temper! Fiercely attack! Shields will break! Legolas!
Gandalf! Up here! The wall must be defended! Hurry! More are coming!
Up this ladder! I'm here, Legolas!
Attack these Uruk-hai range! Knock their arrows aside!
Gandalf!
I thought I Helm's Deep glitched there for a second.
We cannot wait to Aragorn!
Gandalf?
I am coming, Aragorn!
Yes, we are. This category needs to be sub 130. It's been sitting at 130, 131 for too long. And like I have the run there. I have 30 seconds in Pelennor and I have 45 in Crack of Doom.
Sauron's wrath will be terrible, his retribution swift. The battle for Helm's Deep is over. The battle for Middle-earth is
But yes, we are going to go back because I really, really, really want to get this category to sub... If I get this category, if I can get this category to sub 130, There's genuinely nothing else more that I can think of that I really want to do with this game besides getting similar times in co-op. Like, I really want to get a sub 130 in co-op on console. I really want to get a sub... I want to get a better time. Right, I remember that. And a lot of my burnout from before strictly just came because I was doing so many marathons that I couldn't really, like, give myself a reason to stop playing the game. Like, I had GDQ hotfix, I had Preventathon, I had really, really long-a-thon. Whereas, like, right now, I don't... This sounds like the most addict thing ever, but I can quit whenever I want. Before I couldn't. And my plan is basically how this is going to work is... So, I am thinking about burnout in terms of these kinds of things. And the things that I'm kind of thinking about are, like... So my main focus for a category I want to play... For a gaming category I want to play right now is Miles Morales Hundo. But I'm not going to have time to do Hundo every single day. Tomorrow, if my appointments go fine, and I'm out of there quickly, I'll do a Miles Morales Hundo run. If I'm not out of there quickly, I'll do Return of the King. It's just kind of like something where, like, this is going to help supplement me because I need categories that are shorter.
And now the event set in motion at Helm's Deep will be concluded. Isengard must be cleansed. And in the shade of Fangorn's trees, Saruman's Uruk-hai shall find no refuge.
So, this is very much just to kind of, like, hold me over.
The hour grows late, and now you strive, Isengard, seeking my counsel. For that is why you have come, is it not?
And if any percent gets too bad, I'll beat Palantir of Saruman on my New Game Plus file on console, and I'll do New Game Plus on console, because I genuinely don't really care too much about that time either. I know PJ never actually uploaded his PBs, so technically I could get world record for New Game Plus on console. PJ never, like, he kind of just uploaded times that he liked. Which, like, fine if people really want to do, like, only upload a time that they are proud of. Personally, I think that's a dumb take. I think if you have a, like, if you've done a run, recorded it, upload it.
Saruman, the trees of Fangorn have awakened. Tendrils seek, branches crush, roots bury all that remains of your vanity.
Burn them all, you say.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, the console time right now, that's world record on the board, is, like, 108 something by Rubeetle. But, like... PJ got like a 104, I think, and I'm trying to remember what Wolfen got, but Wolfen now has PC world record. I have been thinking about whether or not that's the dungeon I want to go back to, is PC NG Plus, and just try and get the PC sweep again. But if I do that, I do have to go back to, eventually I would have to touch all levels. And that just sounds kind of miserable. That almost was a gold. Because I really don't want to try and do Palantir of Sauron with no cheats.
They require burning before they destroy all who kill.
It's possible. I did it once before. But if I'm going to do it, I will need to do practice for Palantir of Sauron, and that sounds terrible.
Saruman, the time of unmaking is at hand.
Also, I still want to go and finish my Retro Achievements playthrough of Third Age to get all those. Yes, Return of the King has one on PCSX too. But that's basically a max % run on hard.
Comes to Isengard, no longer seeking your counsel.
Dude, are you... Dude, this Berserker, bro.
I shall now help the Ents undo the final support.
What kind of a courtyard does this require? An 839? What did I get in my... A 909. Okay. Actually, it really doesn't require an 839 to get a sub 130. Because I could have gotten a sub 130 with the 909. Yeah, all my time lost was in Pelennor Fields. I lost 30 seconds in Pelennor, and I lost 45 to Gollum. So, all my time save is in the late game. It's pretty much courtyard and late
The
game.
ring is in the hands of a hobbit. He will be drawn to it. Fate has given us four.
That Gollum made me so mad. But I did get world record back, so...
This confusion is the bait I must place in my trap.
Don't you understand? The enemy thinks you have the ring. He's coming for you.
I might come back to... Once I get this, I might come back to Two Towers as well. I kind of want to try and do some more stuff with characters and higher difficulties. I don't know if I'll ever do Gimli Expert, but
Aragorn travels through death's shadow to summon
I kind of want to beat my all levels PB.
Sauron cannot master.
in Two Towers, though.
Travel to Minas Tirith, the anvil upon which we must beat
Get into the Lord of the Rings dungeon, Miles. See,
by Frodo and Sam.
Miles Morales will be there, so will Lord of the Rings. Miles Morales, there's a lot bigger of a chance for somebody else to come and beat my run. Like, my 100% world record is so beatable. I did not have a route. But my next attempt, I'll have a route.
Is there any hope, Gandalf, for Frodo and Sam?
There never was much hope. Just a fool's hope. It will be before these wars that the doom of our time shall be decided.
And now it's time for Silly Songs with Elves, the part of the show where Iracorn comes out and sings a silly song for elves.
I asked my baby elf, a couple questions about myself.
I'll do one more Miles Morales Hundo run, and then I need to get ready to start like thinking about RPG limit break submissions. And I'm trying to decide if I want to submit console. I probably will submit console Return of the King for RPG limit break, just because you genuinely don't know how good it's going to run on different PCs. For Return of the King, even though I prefer to run PC.
She hurt my ears. My eyes have held up, all full of tears. But I don't mind none, 'cause she's my elf. When I go walking all by myself, I'm busy thinking about my
Unless I were to bring my own rig that I know works.
Upon my shelf.
Okay, so I'm already level 5. I don't want to over level again.
About my elf, I won't forget the way that she says those words to me. Don't know exactly.
I'll probably do a commentated run on my run tomorrow for Miles Morales Hundo and just see if it gets into RPG limit break. Because there's a lot of RPG elements to Miles Morales, and I think it would be kind of an interesting run for it.
What are you doing? Hey!
I knew it! I knew it!
What?
You should be ashamed of yourself! You're no elf! You're an Elvis impersonator! You second me, deceitful one!
Oh, right. Like you're a real elf. If
I need to
they
come back to
borrow a bow and
Conquest.
arrow, he's a real elf.
This has been Silly Songs for Elves.
Behold, Legolam! Have at thee! My bow shall sing with your puppeteer!
I don't even have sub 1 in War of the Ring yet.
Help!
I need to just practice the run. That's been my problem. I don't enjoy practicing that game. Excuse me?
Gandalf, but I much desire to speak with you. Tell me where is Gandalf, but I much desire to speak with you.
All my shots must have missed that I thought hit. Another day of just not being able to have good top of the walls. I think I might have overleveled again. I did! Alright, Courtyard, let's not destroy me, please. This is really bad. Probably some of the slowest 40s I have ever seen. It's fine though. If this run gets through Courtyard, where like I genuinely just don't die, I'm just gonna finish it and then go to bed. I'm starting to crash. Part of me doesn't even really want to finish this run. Game. Come on. Brother. What are you doing up? Right, but like sitting on Twitch ain't gonna help that. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is a bad courtyard. Like, this courtyard is just bad for the sake of being bad. I really hope it picks up. But I don't think it will. I think this courtyard is only going to be a time, just an absolute drain. Okay. I also... That was a really stupid bubble. Because now I don't have one for 135. For when this happens, and I get this, like, really obnoxious way. Who needs it? Who freaking needs bubble? My time needs bubble. What are you doing there, sir? Can you not, sir? Get me out. Thank you.
Retreat! This fight is done. Flee to the inner walls! Death to you all!
We have saved as many as we can, but with the gates breached, it is only a matter of time before we leave our dead up on the 7 levels of Minas Tirith. My part in this battle is done. Our fate now lies in the hands of a hobbit and a king. To win this war, Sauron must believe we will use
Just about 30 seconds.
This will distract his gaze, weaken his borders, and lure his armies into our trap. For this I prepare a path for the return of Gondor's king. Sauron will be certain Aragorn, Isildur's heir, received the Ring of Power. Aragorn also carries before him the only weapon Sauron cannot abide, and the only power before which a dead king and his army might bow. To set this trap, Aragorn and his companions must travel to the Dreamerborg. Deep inside this haunted mountain, they will face terrible trials. They must overcome the wrath of an ancient, cursed realm and summon forth its king. Out of darkness, Aragorn must call an army even Sauron's horde cannot withstand. For in our plans, the living cannot defeat.
Oh well, I can chillax a little bit now that I'm in Path of the King.
The way is shut.
Life is good. Oh hey, I can turn that off now.
The way is shut.
Malice lies heavy in the air.
Come, the dead linger on this path, but we must walk it to the end.
I do not fear the dead.
What kind of an army would linger in such a place?
The spirits of the dead.
Be ready! These spirits bring ancient powers to life!
I cannot harm a ghost.
More specters. Some new enchantments.
I have a very bad feeling about this place. Those blades cut, even if rusty.
Fear not, Gimli.
We cannot pass!
We are trapped here.
I would just trample on none of them! I'd hurry now, if I were...
This way, with haste!
The specters have returned.
Yo, Rubeetle, how you doing? Did I get King of the Dead quick kill? I'm looking at average. Heading home tomorrow. Really good luck. I hope your travel home is good as well. That. I really wish I could have stayed longer. There's a few. I mean, for the most part, I just want more time with friends, but there are a few things I still wish I could have done. Like, I completely did not go to the arcade at GDQ. And then I was hoping to find a time to say hi to J-Hobbs, and then didn't. Only like a 45-minute flight. Oh, that's nice. Not mine, where I did 12 hours of travel. I had a 2-hour flight from Pittsburgh to Georgia to Atlanta, and then a 3-hour flight from Atlanta to Denver. Plus, I had like a 45-minute bus ride, and then to get to the Pittsburgh airport. And then I had a hour drive home from Denver. I had a little bit of a layover. I had like an hour layover in Georgia, which honestly was fine. I had like just enough time to go get food. Great. Can I hit shots? That's a weird fight. Just flying from Pennsylvania to Virginia? Okay.
This way! Anyway would be fine about now. Aragorn will be forced to rise above fear. For as king, he will need to stand against Sauron's malice and unite all who fear Mordor. Aragorn and his companions must first break the will of the King of the Dead. For Isildur cursed him. Now his heir must master his malice. Without this victory, our cause shall be forever lost.
Thanks. I'm really happy with how it was. We watched the VOD back on stream at like the very start of the stream, and we watched it with chat up, and chat honestly like was loving it. Nice, golded that.
That was good.
Like we had a few people who said that it was their favorite run of the event so far, which is crazy because like our run is never going to show up on like a checkpoint, daily recap, nothing like that, because when people are looking for a run that they're gonna watch and talk about, they're not gonna look at Lego The Hobbit. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I got that stab off. Legolas just like didn't want to do it. They're gonna look at Wind Waker, they're gonna look at Alan Wake, they're gonna look at, you know, games that most people care about. Lego The Hobbit is not a game that a lot of people care about. Right. So to have people, like, with all of that considered, to have people tell us that it was their favorite run of the event so far, like, that's just, like, crazy. Especially with some of, like, the dedicated GDQ watchers out there. Because there are some people who will take, like, they won't go to GDQ, but they'll still take the week off from work to watch GDQ. And they'll just make a whole week out of it.
Fight for me and I will release you from this living death. What say you?
I think that's a gold for this fight, actually. Yep, it is.
That was good.
Hurry! Everything collapses! It's all coming down! Hurry!
But I just know it. Like, it's one of those things too. Like, speedrunning too as a hobby has become something where, like, people will get really excited about GDQ. They'll watch the speedruns for it. They'll love it, and they'll be like, "These speedruns are great," but then they only really want to watch speedrunning when they watch GDQ, which is totally fine. I was that way for a long time. Like, I literally only watched GDQ, and for a while I actually only watched VODs because I didn't even know what Twitch was. And just thought that that was how GDQ ran, so I just would watch GDQ VODs all the time. I am not surprised that your first bit of speedrunning content was them. Just because I know how much you love Ratchet and Clank. That max percent run was pretty cool. I caught bits and pieces of it because I typically have the stream up in the background while I'm working or doing other things. Like, Ratchet and Clank, they have really cool games and really cool speedruns. I just don't have a lot of the nostalgia factor. Like, I didn't grow up playing Ratchet and Clank. So, like, for me to pick up a Ratchet and Clank game, just, like, doesn't, like, it doesn't interest me so much. Again, not because I don't think the games are good, because I've watched speedruns of them. Like, I know the games are good, well-designed games, even with how broken they are. Oh, nice perfect mode. Until my party members kind of low-key ruin it, but it's... That was actually a good end fight. But yeah, I just don't really have a big interest in playing them myself. I hate that besides, Courtyard, this has been a good run. But I've got 30 on Pelennor to save.
Aragorn's road will at last lead him back to the White City. He shall head north and then through Gondor's southern gate, here to join the great battle of our time.
I've got 30 on Pelennor and 45 on Gollum, so... I still have to get through, like, the rest of the run, but... I don't anticipate to play to such a high level that I clutch out the sub 130, but... This run is still far from dead. But exactly, that is why we have Lord of the Rings. Ooh, I know actually what game I should come back to and try and get another PB for SGDQ, and that's Force Unleashed 2. I think if there is one run that I think actually has a really solid chance of getting in, it's going to be Two Towers and Force Unleashed 2. I don't really like my health right now. I'm kind of hoping one of these guys, like, drops a health. Did literally none of them drop a health? Wow. Console RNG. And I got an airdrop. Come on. Get... Okay. I got the health I wanted now. That was good. That was good. Not shoot the guy I wanted to shoot.
Someone comes. They're trying to block us.
Easy.
The horns of Rohan! Help comes at last! Haste unto them before the battle is won!
It will require all of my skill and all of our luck to spring a trap lifetimes in the making. In the end, it will be decided here, upon the fields of Pelennor, before the gates of Minas Tirith. From the south, Aragorn will summon forth an army from beyond the grave, but perhaps too late. For against our stronghold, the Dark Lord summons both man and beast to oppose us. An army of powerful forces, more terrible than we can imagine. And from the north, at my urging, Rohan shall ride to war, and the world's ending.
Speaking of console RNG, this is where the time save comes in that I need. Good start. I didn't even have to move for that one. That's a captain. I need to move up. Got any arrow drops? None. Bad. Okay, that's over there in front of me. Really bad. Really don't need him here right now. Okay, he de-aggroed on me, that's good. What the frick? Okay, like, what even is this right now, game? Come on!
The Mumakil destroy everything in their path. Stop them before they reach Eowyn and Merry.
That was like... Ugh. Oh good, they gave me the green health drop. That's somewhat of a salvage. And this is why I do the route that I do, chat.
portals above! Attack him! Quickly!
I will kill you if you touch him! Kill me! Thou fool! No living man can slay me! I am no man! You look upon a woman!
I don't have an axe big enough for this one.
Behold! The dead have come to save the living!
An AON emote once you return to New Game Plus? True. You should submit New Game Plus for like a Frame for Tales event. If you want. You certainly don't have to, but I think that would be cool.
My plans have ended in a day of great sacrifice. Gondor lies shattered in the greatest battle of our age. But the enemy regroups, and our war is not yet won. For the ring still survives. The last living men have witnessed the return of their king.
He has gone unchallenged long enough.
And together we now ride upon Sauron's realm to create our final diversion. And give Frodo one last chance.
Right. Okay. That's such a bummer.
I have a token I was bidden to show thee. Frodo's mithril vest. Poor Hobbit must be dead.
I shall give you a message for your master.
My master, Sauron the Great, bids you welcome.
Who shall speak for Sauron no more?
It takes more than a broken elf. I guess that concludes negotiations.
Work and school go burr. True. Thankfully, I just have work. The only thing I need to do to fix my work schedule is stop working Saturdays.
Final act to give Frodo time to end this evil that marshals before us.
Stand your ground, sons of Gondor! A warhead! My brothers!
Please give me a perfect mode for that.
Do not have men enough.
Have a good night, Rubito. Thanks for stopping in. Again, praying for you for safe travels. Actually, I'm just gonna pray for you right now. I got time. I'm not doing much. God, I just want to lift up Rebito to you. I know she is traveling back from GDQ, and I just pray that you will give her safe and pleasant travels. I pray that there are no major delays with her flights, that everything goes out well, and that she can get home and rest and get back into the swing of life. You're awesome, God. We love you. We thank you that you love us. And we pray all this in your holy name. Amen. Of course. I want to get into a better habit of, like... You have a good night, Rubeetle. I want to get into, like, a better habit for myself of just, like, a stop, drop, and pray kind of thing. Like, if somebody's like, yo, can you pray for me for something? I want to just pray for them. Like, why not? I have the time. I mean, if I have the time to listen to what's going on in somebody's life, I have the time to pray for them. And if people don't want it, they can say no. Like, that's just, like, for me, that's just a way of showing how much I care about somebody. Like, if I care about you, I'm gonna pray for you. Even if you don't know I'm praying for you, I'm still probably praying for you, or have prayed for you at some point or another. Because I care. And I know that because I care, I know that God cares. Because God cares about things that even I don't care about. I'm just a big dum-dum. Intharth 2025. Frickin' Legolas, what the? It's always these archers that just, like, destroy him. I have no idea how to set that up. That is something I do actually very, very much want to set up on this stream. That Chad? No. Did I kill Chad? I must have killed Chad.
The ring raids come! Dark Riders, stand back!
Lord Sauron has lost patience.
Defeat them all or we are lost! The flame of honor!
For ourselves, there is no hope. This is our
Good Blackgate.
to give Frodo time. Time to end this evil that marshals before us.
Fight on, Gimli!
We now give witness to that day when the courage of men faces the final test. Or shall it be an hour of wolves before the age of men comes crashing down? eye of Sauron will be upon us, mistaking our audacity for power. We must hold his gaze long enough for the unthinkable to become real, for hope to conquer all.
Hey, yo.
My heart is filled with both
Not
gratitude.
religious, but as a history fan, religious is an integral part of world order through the centuries, which led.
I must place the smallest of them.
Yeah, no, totally get that.
Always the mighty.
Like, that's something interesting is, like, you know, religion has been around literally since the beginning. Regardless of whether or not you are religious, you can't deny the existence of religion. Whatever it looks like. And for me, like,
But it will require more
I've always had this mentality of a Christian, of like,
He will need a companion.
you know, I serve a God who is amazing, who loves everybody so much that he sent his son down to, he sent his one and only son to die for our sins. And, like, that is, like, to me, it just, thinking about what it means that a God who created the universe knows every single hair in my head, cares enough to sacrifice his only son so that way I can spend the rest of my life in heaven. Like, that to me is, like, what gets me out of bed. And, like, knowing that, it just, like, I can't help but talk about it for me. But at the same time, like, I understand, if people don't want it, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to, like, condemn you. Because obviously, that's not my job. Right. People do find strength in different things. And, yeah. Like, I'm never gonna tell somebody that what they're doing will send them to hell. Because frankly, what I'm doing most days would send me to hell. And so I'm not gonna go and tell people, yo, you going to hell. It's not about that. It's not about me. It's about who God is and how awesome he is. And I'm good with that. Mormons tried reaching out to you? Oh, that's fun. I think I'm actually scheduled to have to have some Mormons over for dinner. No, that's totally fair. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Okay. Okay, we made it through Room of Doom relatively unscathed. Yo, what's up, Spyron? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for your donation during the TDQ run, by the way. Loved it. I hope you, Bunta, and Baby are doing well. And stop talking to me after when they would convert me. They need a lot of leaflets. See, that's the thing that I've always wanted is like more conversations. Like I feel like that's like the biggest struggle. Regardless for most people if you're religious or not. There is just like this big lack of willingness to have a conversation. And, like, frankly, that's all I really want, is just to be able to have conversations with people and tell them about who God is. And if they don't want it, they don't have to take it. All I want to do is just talk about it. I'm glad you enjoyed the run. It was super fun, and I could not have asked for a better marathon performance. And to be able to have Covert Muffin on my couch, too. Like, I still, like, can't fathom that. I know. The fact that it was nearly a PB was wild. I think the actual final time was a 52, which means that it was 8 seconds off PB. No. Yeah, 8 seconds off PB. If it's a 52. Because our PB is a 44. 57 is still 13 seconds off, but still. Don't do another running attack. Yep, that's... Actually, this should be fine. That's fine. That's fine. I don't know if you consider it offensive to classes mythology, but when I consider, like, Greeks and the Vikings and all that... Well... So... The Greek gods and, like Greeks and Norse stuff, I've always classed that as mythology. Because it's not even like a modern accepted religion now. It's still kind of just like... Like I'm trying to think of how to say this. Like it exists and it's there, but it's not nearly as prevalent as it was back in the time of like the Roman Empire. It's hard. It's hard when you like talk about, like, from an atheistic point of view. It's hard to talk about. It's hard to not consider anything. That's not. Like, from an atheistic point of view, it's hard to consider, like, any religion is going to feel like mythology. Right, yeah. That's correct. I guess when it comes to mythology, like, classifying a religion as a mythology... That, I feel like, kind of just comes from your own upbringing, I guess, and your own beliefs. Because, like, somebody who genuinely believes in the existence of the Greek gods, like, they're not going to consider their religion a mythology. You know, it's their religion. but like somebody who doesn't will look at it as mythology.
And only guide Frodo to his doom.
You don't see it, do you? He's leading us into a trap.
So I don't know. Like, I don't get offended. I can't really get offended with somebody who doesn't believe in God to like call it a mythology, like to call Christianity a mythology. Like I can't really get upset at that because to them that's what Christianity would be a mythology. If you don't believe it exists, then you believe it's a myth. Oh my gosh. Fighters, man.
Sneak by that. There he is! Let's get him!
Oops. Dude, come on. That was really good movement up to Shelob. Yeah, in the interest of fair conversation, I get what you're saying. I don't know what is happening here. That was weird. I want her to like turn to face me. Come on. Bro, I just gotta like sneeze on her. Okay, yeah. That's how a lot of my conversations with Mormons in the past have gone.
Wake up! Not asleep. Dead.
But usually, like, I was kind of hoping, the last time I really kind of, like, sat down and talked with Mormons, I really wanted to, like, dialogue back and forth with them, but they weren't really overly interested. It was a very one-sided conversation. They broke up with you over ice cream. That's really funny to say it like that. Also, that Shelob's lair was insane.
That was good.
We kind of, the last time I talked to Mormons, we kind of broke up with them, I guess. Because we just kind of were like, you know, like, we appreciate the friendly conversations, but no. Wait, that's who I hit with the spear? Okay. I mean, I guess I'm glad the ice cream was amazing for you. Like, I guess if you're gonna get a benefit out of anything. Raspberry pineapple. That is one of the strangest ice cream flavors I have ever heard of. I'm just gonna let this guy chase me. I have more than enough.
Don't worry, Mr. Frodo. I haven't forgot you.
Yo, that's gorgeous. Date started with McDonald's. Want to see it at the ice cream parlor? I should have foreseen the end. Should have foreseen the end when it all came down to the ice cream parlor. Immaculate. Alright, please just don't get knocked down here. Beautiful Kirathungal. Yeah, that's one thing I have noticed about Mormons. Like, I know we've talked about like a lot of their stuff and like kind of the negative experiences, and I don't want to like focus on that. But the one thing I do want to say is like Mormons are some of the kindest people I have ever met. Dude, Gorebag, can you just stop, brother? I just stabbed Frodo. I get them as Facebook friend suggestions all the time.
Sam! Come on, Mr. Frodo. I know the way out of here. Thank you, Sam. We're close to Mount Doom now. Just a short way more and you'll be free of that ring.
Wow, what a shocker. A horror block game and Maxi isn't couch for it? Alrighty, Gollum.
It will come to one final test, one final moment.
We shall see the Shire again.
All life upon Middle Earth.
If this run PBs, I can't help but laugh because Courtyard was so bad in this run. But if I get sub 130, I'm just gonna be content. Like, I'm not gonna... Like, if this run PBs, great. Super happy. If this runs sub 130s, I'm gonna be kind of upset. But at the same time, it's gonna be a sub 130. Gollum, that's not a good... Well, I don't think we're getting a sub 130 now just with this phase. This is really bad. Gollum, come on, buddy. Brother! What? Okay.
You won't leave with the ring. I promise you that.
Well, yeah, that's definitely sub 130 gone. Alright. That was a Garbo first phase. I knew things were off to a bad start the moment that Gollum was like dancing all over the place. My manip! Well, it worked there. Gollum, really? Thank you.
To heal my heart and drown my woe. Rain may fall and wind may blow, but there shall be many miles to go. Sweet is the sound of the pouring rain, and the streams that flow from hill to plain. Better than rain or rippling brook.
There's a mug of beer inside this tube. Oh, alright. World record. Still lost about 30 in Gollum.
And may they be blessed while the thrones of the Valor.
Lost 30 in Gollum, 30 in Courtyard. I have like over a minute to save to golds in Courtyard.
The third age of Middle-earth was my age, and Sauron was my enemy. I kindled hope.
And then I lost 15 in Pelennor. The golds. And I lost 13 in Southern Gate. But I hit my time saves pretty much everywhere else. I know, the world record is gonna have a very... No, that's true. Very true.
But a spell of trust and fellowship given freely. One that shall now endure without.
That's really funny.
My work is finished. The work of others is about to begin.